There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I am officially 12 days out from my first ever national show, and I am so whoa, oh my gosh, I almost died. Whew. Need a little bit more coffee. So it is currently about 8:13 in the morning, and it is November 4th. So my show is on November 16th, and it's in Alexandria, Virginia. But right now, this is what's on my mind. We are going to Fitworks Rocky River to meet with my coach, just to make sure I'm on track, make sure that the progress is where it needs to be, which definitely is. My coach gave me a cheat meal 2 days ago, so I had a burger and fries from Town Hall, local restaurant here in Cleveland, and it was so good. It was so good, guys. It made me cry. But I stayed on track. I gained a little bit under a pound from that meal. Honestly, we're looking good. We're feeling good. Energy levels are better from that cheat meal. I feel a lot more filled out. So we're gonna go meet with Michael real quick, and then after that we have to go grocery shopping because I do have to meal prep for the rest of the week. After the meal prep, we're gonna go home. We're gonna get everything set, ready to go. I have to do my cardio today. I have to do my workout today, and I also have a massage today as well with Jose. So busy day for the guy, but I'm gonna take you guys through the entire day with me. I'm happy to show you guys what I'm doing just 12 days out in preparation for the show, mentally, physically, and everything else. And I'm gonna do a reflection on my show. I'm gonna just sit here and talk to you guys about how I did, how I felt about the entire process and everything that went into the show. So stay tuned for that. But on other words, welcome to Road to Pro 2024, guys.
I still got some love deep inside of me. Please drag it out of me.
What's going on, man? All right, guys, we made it to Fitworks in Rocky River, so I'm just waiting on Michael right now. He is finishing up his workout and his cardio, but we're gonna get stripped down and we're gonna do some posing real quick, so I'll see you guys in a second.
This is all over. It's perfect. There we go.
I feel tight as shit.
Does it cause you to go even more imbalanced?
Actually, like recently when I've been like taking progress photos, I've noticed that I'm actually like overcompensating the other way.
Okay.
So,
Well, what I was going to say is,
like,
you've
am
got...
I even there?
Yes.
Because I actually feel like I'm super even now. So
Okay.
sometimes I'll like drop that left shoulder and now my right shoulder will be higher. So it's like weird. Like,
Well-
it gets to a point where I feel my muscles more and more the leaner I get. It got to the point where I feel it.
Well, where I was going with this is, again, I'm trying to pull out as much tension in your back as possible, but you've got a relaxed hand. If you made fists, like I find it impossible to have every muscle flexed but then have a relaxed hand. Yep, that added so much more tension to your back.
Am I even still?
Yeah.
So just add the fist.
I think you need to add the fist because it's pulling out little bits of...
Yeah, dude, I always leave my hands open. I'm just like,
No, I would go with the fist for sure. It brings out a little more detail.
that's all I need.
Go Hulk.
Go Hulk. I just finished up with my check-ins with Michael, and I also got my 30 minutes of cardio done for the morning, so I still have one more cardio session to do. But unfortunately, Michael's not feeling the greatest, so he didn't really want to be on camera. Everything's good. Everything's exactly where I need it to be. I weighed in at about 158 pounds this morning, so he's really happy with like my overall conditioning. My posing's great. We just made a slight adjustment to my back pose to bring out more muscle definitions. Usually in my back pose, I have like a relaxed hand, and we just tightened it up, made sure I'm having a fist, and that just brings out more detail in my upper back. back and in my back in general. So that's really it. Like everything else is pretty much flawless, ready to go. All we gotta do is just keep conditioning and sticking to the plan and make sure that I come in sharp for this national show. So I'm about to head back to my area. We have to go grocery shopping and then we have to go back home and meal prep. Unfortunately, I got a text while I was on my cardio that my massage has been canceled for the day. So that does open up a lot of time for me, but I'm not super happy about it because I really wanted to get that massage work done. We'll reschedule and we'll get it done either way you look at it. So the day's gonna be a little bit lighter, but we still have a lot of things to do, so let's go. All right, guys, we made it to the grocery store. I just have to grab a few things, not too much today. I do have to get sweet potatoes, so I'm gonna stop here first and get these sweet potatoes real quick. I've been using these microwavable ones for literally my entire prep, and they're phenomenal. Like, I just don't have enough time to prep everything, so this makes it so much easier because I don't have to cook a bunch of sweet potato and then on top of that chicken, on top of that ground beef, on top of that egg whites. So these things just make it a lot easier for me to get my carb source in at the end of the day, and it's super easy to cook them. So these ones look like crap though, I'm not gonna lie. Like all these things have like little marks and everything on them. So we're gonna see if we can find some good ones real quick. All right, so we got 4 sweet potatoes going in the cart, good to go. I already have enough peanut butter for the week. I have enough coffee for the week. I am gonna grab one of these egg whites. These things are great. I use these pretty much every single day, so I'm gonna grab one of these. Usually one of the containers of egg whites will last me like 2 to 3 days, so that'll be perfect. And I go to the grocery store at least twice a week right now because I need to make sure that I keep things fresh. I'm one of those guys that just likes to have fresh food in the house, so I'm always looking to go to the grocery store as much as possible throughout the week. I also need some cinnamon, so I'm gonna grab that too. Got the cinnamon. I need stevia. Got the stevia as well. My grocery trips are honestly like easy as heck now because I know exactly what I get. And that's the one thing I really love about being on prep is everything is very similar. So when I'm at the grocery store, it literally takes me like 15 minutes in here max. Like right now I'm just grabbing a couple jugs of water and I usually just grab 3 or 4 at a time. So I'm sitting right around like a gallon-ish a day. So nothing too crazy, but every time I go by the Propel, it makes me want it so bad, but we're gonna hold off. We're gonna hold off on the Propel. And I already bought plenty of frozen vegetables as well. That's another thing. Like the difference between your frozen and fresh vegetables are literally the exact same. Macronutrients are the exact same. The only thing about the frozen options are that they stay fresh longer. You can keep them in your freezer. I do that for my blueberries and I do that for all of my frozen vegetables. So my broccoli, my green beans, and earlier in the prep I was doing fresh asparagus and I just kind of got sick and tired of meal prepping it. So now I'm at the point where it's just like frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, microwavable sweet potatoes because the boy has limited time. And that's the easiest way to do it is to stay on top of it that way. I don't have to think about the prep. I just throw it in the microwave real quick. Or even with the blueberries, I just throw it in my oatmeal and we're good to go. The next thing we need is ground beef. I'm gonna grab 3 pounds of ground beef. 3 pounds of ground beef going in the cart. I really like to have fresh ground beef throughout the week, so I don't grab all my ground beef for the week. I just grab like half. I'll cook this today, and then I'll cook the other half later in the week when I come back to the grocery store. The next thing we need is chicken. So to last me until about Sunday, it's Monday right now, so to last me 6 days or so, I'm gonna need about a pound a day. So I'm gonna get about 6.5 to 7 pounds of chicken right now. And I'm always super picky about my chicken. Like I'm always making sure I'm looking at it, making sure I'm getting the best cuts of chicken possible. So we got about a little bit over 3 pounds there. And then we're gonna get another 3 pounds as well. So I need to find another one for myself. This one's low-key perfect because it's 3.41 pounds. So we're gonna grab, it's leaking all over me. That's disgusting. I'm not grabbing this one. So we're gonna go with 2 smaller ones instead. But either way, we got about 7 pounds of chicken and about 3.5 pounds of ground beef right here. So we're good to go on the meat for the week, or at least half the week. And we're gonna keep it moving. The biggest thing while I'm in the grocery store is just sticking to my plan, sticking to what I need. I try to stay away from the aisles that are very tempting, especially when you're 14 weeks into a prep. It is not easy being in a grocery store, seeing all the cookies and ice cream and everything. So I just try to keep it moving and stay in the aisles that I know have the items that I need. I'm just gonna keep it moving, keep it going. One thing I've realized in my many years of training now is that it does matter what you're putting into your body. So a lot of people think it's just like calories in versus calories out, and it's true to an extent, right? But if you're not putting quality ingredients into your body really doesn't know what to do with those things. So if you're putting nothing but like cookies and sugar into your body versus, let's say you were to eat 3,000 calories of sweets and just like junk food versus 3,000 calories of chicken, ground beef, potatoes, rice, your results are gonna be way, way better. Yes, at the same time, like if you're in a calorie deficit, so you're under your maintenance amount of calories, you're gonna lose weight. If you're above it, you're gonna gain weight. And it's the same thing with like eating healthy versus unhealthy. But the way your body performs, the way your body looks is always gonna be better when you're eating more quality ingredients. So not as much sugar, not as much processed foods, not as much saturated fats and just BS. So overall, just put clean stuff in your body. Your body will thank you. And I promise you, your body will start to look different as well. So next up on the list, I need some salsa. So I get this pico here, and this stuff is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna grab one of these picos. And then I also need some guacamole as well. I really like this brand right here. This brand is absolutely amazing. So each serving is 2 tablespoons. It's about the same as if you were to eat peanut butter, but there's only 3.5 grams of fat per serving on this stuff. So you could have quite a bit of it and still have very low fat levels. So I'm gonna grab one of these as well. I think that's pretty much all I need right now. So I'm gonna think the rest through and we're gonna see if we need anything else right now, but that pretty much wraps it up. Super easy grocery haul, super easy. Like it doesn't need to be crazy. I have a list on my phone and I just do a little checklist. That way you stay on track. You're not looking around the aisles. You're like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this looks good. It just keeps you accountable when you have a plan. It's the same thing that goes with like going to the gym. It's the same thing that goes with like having your meal plan, like your stretching, your mobility. Have a plan, execute that plan, and everything else will be good. So I'm gonna go check out now and we're gonna get back home. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, wait, how big?
Yeah, you'll see me. You'll see me around. I'll be back. Thank you so much.
Sure, good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you too. Have a good day. All right, guys, we made it back home. We got 1 pound of ground beef and some egg whites I have to cook right now. And then I'm going to prep everything that I bought. So all my chicken, all my ground beef for probably like 3 to 4 days worth of groceries. And then we'll have to go back to the grocery store, pick up some more chicken, some more ground beef if needed, and cook that up later in the week. But we're gonna eat meal 1 and 2, and then we're gonna get to the gym, get my workout in, and I'll take you guys through my entire workout. I'm gonna be doing some chest today, so we're gonna do chest. I'll probably throw a little bit of biceps in there as well. So that's the plan. We're gonna cook this stuff up now so we can eat and get to the rest of our day. All right, I just got done cooking, so now I got meal number 1 ready to go. So I have 4 ounces of ground beef, we have some pico, and then 180 grams of egg whites. I am going to put some hot sauce on this, and I'm gonna cook up all my chicken and the rest of that ground beef. So enjoy this, and we'll see you in a bit. Now that I'm done eating, I am about to prep my chicken. So I bought about 6 pounds of chicken, and it's super simple to make. You just need 5 ingredients. So you need your chicken, cayenne pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and then you need just black pepper. All I do is I just wash my chicken, so I'll take each breast, rinse it off, put it in a bowl, and then I'll mix it all together, season it all up, and then I just lay them out in these Pyrex dishes with olive oil in it, and then I let it bake for about 35 to 45 minutes on about 375 degrees, and it's that simple. So I'm gonna get to prepping this. Yeah, I can't wait to eat some of this chicken. It's gonna be Okay, I just got done prepping all my food for the week, and I have my meal number 2, which is gonna be 7 ounces of chicken and about 75 grams of green beans. And I'm also gonna show you guys what I'm doing for my pre-workout as well. So I'm doing the Transparent Labs pump product. So I'm doing a scoop of this and also a scoop of the lean pre-workout before I go work out. So this is my entire pre-workout meal, and we'll see you at the gym for our chest day in a little bit. All right guys, we made it to the gym and we are about to start this workout. So I got chest on the menu today. I'm gonna take you guys through my entire workout. And this is exactly what I'm doing just 12 days away from my competition, my national competition. We're gonna start with a band warm up. And I suggest all of you do too, because I bet half of you are stiff as a board. So make sure before your workouts, you are warming up properly. My favorite things about a gym is when it's hot in a gym. Like right now, I'm like already starting to sweat. You keep the pump cover on for a little bit, get a few working sets in, and then that pump is lethal. When it's cold in a gym, I cannot stand it. Like, it takes so much for me to get a pump, and then as soon as I take the pump cover off, it's just chalk. The pump's gone and not worth it at all. That's one of my favorite things when I come to a gym and it's nice and warm. Nothing better. Right now, I'm just really trying to pump up and warm up my shoulders, because that's like one of the biggest things I struggle with. I get a lot of like clicking, clacking, popping, Rice Krispie treat style when I do not warm up my shoulders properly. So I'm doing push today, so I just make sure, you know, my rear delts are warmed up, lateral portion's warmed up, and then that front portion is warmed up as well. And I do that range of motion exercise as well at the beginning, that up and over, where I'm kind of incorporating my entire upper body. And every time I do this, it just gets me in a better position to work out. It gives you a little bit of time to mentally focus, make sure you're ready for your workout ahead of you. And of course, your boy is sipping on the Transparent Labs pre-workout right now. I have the lean pre-workout and the pump series as well in this, getting me ready for my workout every single time. Best supplements in the game. Make sure you guys use code KYLEC at checkout. Save yourself 10% off your entire order. All right guys, first exercise up on the list is gonna be a pec deck fly. We're gonna do this for 3 sets of 15 reps just to get blood flow into my chest. Not going that heavy at all. I only have 100 pounds on the weight stack. And all I'm looking to do here is just control the movement. Keep it real short, sweet, to the point. And all I'm looking to do here is just control this eccentric for about 3 seconds on the way back, and make sure that my elbows are getting behind the midline of my body, keeping that chest tall, and then come right back through. I also like to add a pause to each side of the movement. So eccentric, pause here. Concentric, pause here as well. Big stretch there, and get through it. If you want some double Ds, make sure you guys are controlling your movements. Whew. Chest is burning after that set. All right guys, next exercise up on the list is gonna be a stable movement here for my compound, so I could go heavy as shit. And my strength has been plummeting since I started this prep. So for me to be able to get a good lift in where I'm very supported and able to lift a little bit more weight, that is ideal right now, because being 14 weeks into a diet is definitely not easy, and you definitely do not have the most strength ever. So machine presses, that way I can isolate the muscle that I'm trying to work. We're gonna do this for 4 working sets. I'm gonna start off with a little warm-up set, about 12 to 15 reps right now, and then we're gonna bump up the weight as we go. Lightweight. Set number 2. Come on, one more. Bump you, bitch. Oh man, that was heavy. All right, so we're moving into chest exercise number 3 right now, and we're choosing another chest press. So we went from a fly to an incline press, and now we're at the flat chest press machine. Honestly, this is one of my favorite machines in this gym. It converges at the top of the movement, so when I'm pressing away from me, I'm not just coming straight out, I'm actually coming slightly together, which is gonna allow me to get a better contraction through my chest. So if you have any converging chest press machines where it slightly comes across your body, they are the absolute best. So we're just gonna do this for 3 sets of 10, and I'm gonna go as heavy as possible here. I got 140 pounds on the stack, so we're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, perfect. Literally got 10 reps there. I'm just trying to keep my strength somewhat in check from, you know, the start of this prep to now. I'm trying to maintain as much as I possibly can at this point. I feel like my test has literally went like just a downward slope, but the season's almost over. We'll be able to get it back up. We're gonna be feeling much better in a few weeks here. I can't believe I'm 2 weeks out. Not even 2 weeks. And last but not least, we are going into a low to high cable fly. Really trying to work on that top portion of our upper chest. Why are these handles? That's why. Makes sense. There we go. We're money now. So all I'm trying to focus on is really letting the chest stretch here. Keeping that chest nice and tall. Coming through, squeezing together, and then controlling that eccentric phase. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the weight a little bit. Let's get right back into it. Went from 20 pounds to 15. Gonna try to get 10 more reps here. Oh yeah, I'm cooked. Honestly, I've only been working out for like 35 minutes and I'm cooked. But this is the sad reality of prep. You have no energy to do anything. And I still have to do my second cardio session. Like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because the pain, I love the pain, I love the hurt, I love the challenge, I love the stress, I love the anxiety, I love all of it. This is what we're made for, and this is what we're doing, and we're gonna keep doing it. All right guys, I just finished up my workout and I wanted to show you guys my posing routine. My workouts are still really good because I'm still getting good pumps. I don't have the best strength, but I do still get pumps and I hold pumps and I still look very full. So everything's going very well and I'm really excited for these next 12 days to see how they pan out and see how conditioned I can really get. I'm gonna run through my posing routine real quick for y'all. That is what we're looking like just 12 days out from a national show. The skin is so tight. Obliques are striating and feathering like crazy, and your boy is fucking ready to go. All right guys, so I just finished up my entire workout and I finished up my cardio as well. Did 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. All I have to do for the rest of the day is go home, eat 2 more meals. So I have chicken, lettuce, pico, and guac, and then we'll finish up with dinner and we'll do ground beef, green beans, do sweet potato with that. But other than that, I wanted to get to this part of the video because I've been waiting all day to talk about this and just talk about how last weekend went and how I feel about it and what my plans are moving forward. So last weekend, I competed in my third bodybuilding show at the Dave Lieberman show, and it was one of the most unreal experiences of my entire life. Like, I never thought I'd be capable of doing what I did, especially last year when I first got into this. It was just like, I was doing it just to do it, just to say I did it and complete something, check something off my bucket list that I've been wanting to do pretty much since I was 17 years old. And I finally had the chance to do it and do it at a high level. And with that being said, last year I set the expectations on myself this year so high. I set the bar so high by placing second place in my first show, winning novice, true novice, and even the open for the novice overall. You know, I set the bar very, very high for myself, which in the end put so much pressure on me. Like this year, it put a lot of pressure on me to come in even better than I did last year. It made more pressure to place better than I did last year. And with that all being said, you know, I really lived up to that, and I thought I brought such a great package into the show. Pretty much the best I've ever looked. I just can't wait to see what else I can accomplish this year, especially. Like, all I know is that when I asked for judge feedback, they pretty much said that I was perfect all around. They said my conditioning was great, posing was great, symmetry was great, muscle balance was great. The only thing they said for me to do was to continue to grow and continue to do what I do. So that is pretty much like the best judge feedback somebody could possibly get is, hey, you're on the right track, you're doing the right things. All you have to do is just keep going, and who knows where this sport will take you. So looking back at the weekend, you know, I could have done better at prejudging. Nerves definitely got the best of me at prejudging, unfortunately. I was shaky. I was really, really nervous on the stage, and I feel like that impacted my performance a little bit. But at the end of the day, you know, I still held center stage, and I still had the chance to place first in my class, and I couldn't be happier with the result of that. Unfortunately, when I went to the open overall class, between A, B, C, and D, I fell just short. In all honesty, it was to somebody that was rightfully deserving of that overall trophy, so I wasn't too upset. The guy was 6 years older than me, had about 40 pounds of muscle on me, and I feel like I held my own. Like, I feel like I really, really stayed true to my game plan, and that was to be conditioned as crap and really try to make myself look as big as physically possible. And I stuck to the game plan, and I absolutely crushed it, in my opinion. So just looking back at the entire weekend, I couldn't be more proud of myself. I really couldn't be more proud of myself for the way that I performed, the way that I handled everything, and the way that I handled even losing at the end, because I know where I'm headed, the trajectory of my progress in the gym, on the stage, with my posing and everything that I'm doing. It is much greater than losing an overall. And I know if I keep going at this pace, there's such a bright future ahead for me. And I just have to keep my head on straight and continue to do what I love to do and continue to support myself. Ultimately, that is where I'm going to, you know, have the most success in life, is challenging myself day in and day out and making no excuses on why I cannot do some things. With all that being said, my plans moving forward are obviously in 12 days, I have a national show. This national show is one of the biggest shows in my life, if not the biggest show of my life entirely. Going into it, yeah, there's some nerves, second guessing and doubts and everything else, but I know who I am and what I'm bringing to the stage. All I have to do is just continue to stick to the game plan and continue to trust in God himself and God's plan for me. So we're going to compete in 12 days. We're going to see how I do at a national level. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be completely and utterly honest with you guys. I really have no idea what I'm going to do. I feel like I'm on the right track. Part of me wants to take 2 years off and just grow. Part of me wants to continue to compete, so I stay in this, you know, progressive mindset that I'm in, and maybe just take a year off. But obviously I will keep you guys all posted and let you guys know. That is pretty much how I feel about the show. Looking back at it, I'm proud of myself, and I couldn't be happier with where I'm at with all my progress. So that is it for the entire video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, because this is kind of my favorite form of content, is this like vlog style. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to Kyle Cummings Fitness on all platforms, and we'll catch you in the next one.